again, countrymen, lend me your ears. Out of sight doesn't necessarily mean out of mind. See, you're still there with all of your toxic splendor, crashing your cymbals as my train of thought pulls up to your train station. I don't understand why I always allow you to enter, why I allow my heart to sink into my stomach, why you have such a hold on me. All of this craziness happens when I'm sober. I've tried wrapping myself into barrels of alcohol trying to forget you. Unfortunately, I always end up in a persuasive tango trying to stop myself from calling you. You never pick up. I should probably catch a hint, right? You're never out of mind. If anything, you're engraved, etched in there for God knows how long. It's painful because I know removing you means severing a tether, even if it's the width of a hair at this point. This tango with myself is too much to bear. So with this, I write you into infinity. One without me. I'm not your end all and be all, sadly. But I'm hopeful you stay hope-filled. I'm sorry, but I painfully have to break our deal. Not that I'll heal, but I'll never, ever forget. I hope you become a train station my train of thought visits, rather than delayed at. Yours with love, my truth. Thank you.
Damn!
I build weight like Tetris. Sudoku, I'm rigid, frigid when my tongue spits this. Kundalini, I'm the spine of my ancestry. Literary septic, I'm pensive, my pen is sensitive, it sends messages. I stroll through passages of global pillages. My village is a big crime scene, I peek in the obscene. My sin is this black skin, I lose my foreskin. I shave my head bald, I wear a suit and tie my blackness on a noose. I will still die black with a pink cock. Can't cure them more and more, but the white lady will always ask for more. You are in the center of madness. Like condoms, it's stretch. No common sense, just custom clothes and sex. They will seduce power. Put fingers in her vagina. It's vital for the virus to go viral. It's spiral. Span the radical rate. Wealthy men rectums. Ransoms for liberals. Libras. Caught between black and white political zebras. Zealous, they still sums. Drink rum. Tie my tongue on a noose. I will let my pen loose. Confront political views. There's nothing new in the news. Just the cabinet of crooks in constant pursuit. They will loot future of the youth, the crudes. They recruit nincompoops. Take us for a boost. They'll seduce you to the pundus. Poverty is the amuse. Captains of champagne campaigns. Then comes pain when they castrate the economy. A colony of Decepticons and economic gods pimp the globe. The might of Africa hangs on a rope. Take an envelope or elope. Can't cope when the scope is your wallet on a yoke. Unemployment, sex, swell. Unemployment, sex swells, sex sells, sisters serve brothels. Silhouette, states of the nation's undress. We serve altars of alternatives, that alternatives and comrades camp in coffins. My pen's sake, I spit like a coming penny, some deep dermatologist in the echo of memories. The memo is, I am captive to my brain. Thoughts are barren, contraceptive thinking. I am contradicting reason. My dick perspective hard. I vibrate with pussies. I'm a dog amongst cats. They give my hip hop hit. I pop cherry like poke your mental high men. I see themselves. Page pivot. When I rhyme, I molest. They twerk, mumble, rap. I spank little boys like holy men. I'm twisted like dreadlocks. I speak out, I'm cutting edge. Real talk with Anele. I am Bantu Awa, Tower of Babel. I speak in tongues that rebel. I'm the skin that made djembe elastic. I'm black, sonic boom stretched. I pitch a tent. My content is not content. My pen gives you cramps. Difficulty breathing, your heart skip a beat, cardiopulmonary. I'm resuscitating poetry. I'm God in the beginning. From Genesis, I've been nemesis to the system, been narcissistic, they little chauvinistic. I stick my nose in their business, asking for trouble. My brown cause discomfort like an owl. On a literary sling, I slide on slang. Boomerang, boogeyman, I throw it like the way back on some verbal backflips. I flip back to the scene, stitching memories. Before John Van Riebeck, before Jesus and his disciples, I was composing a sonic whiplash, sewing my hands to a pen, sewing the misconcept that I am black. I was sent to stretch my pen to depth. School of thought in the river where I find flow. I used to rhyme with gods, ancient scrolls when time was beatbox. Before age of horrors, before Pandora's, before searching for a chorus to sing to slave masters. I was a mad, a crucified cow.
From detriment to different pinnacle, bliss to exist, the different flipping whim to twist. You're moving to find a caterpillar, treading softly on waters of fear, consuming itself through frequency and energy only to find the birth of its wings, giving the birth of a metamorphosis. Alright, that was just the intro.
Yo.
Let me just try to figure out what to do. Didn't expect young Vice to throw me on, but with shadow integration, go down. Some new stuff. Heartbeat existing as remnant echo, the chamber is one of time. You're trapped in a different portal in your own mind. The vault is darker and negative energies. They've been trapped in this shadow existing for just too long. Cognition is flipping to vision, moving crevices of the mind to find a different hemisphere of your own mind. You're hemorrhaging, you're finding bleeding gutted points to depth. You're hanging to find the anchor sitting deeper in check. You're finding a different place here. You're trying to understand why this room of requirement even exists. Why should darkness become the bank vault door to this portal? You're opening it slowly, you're spinning as the chamber of the mind unlocks a different conception to time. Then the door left ajar, it's open. It's asking you simpler and simpler questions what these pieces mean, these ventricles existing on keys, they're still steel, they're a metal, they're flipping on the floor, you're laying them all out, there's different pieces in front of you. The puzzle of this cave is existing on these pieces. Asking them questions. How did you move to a different portal where you're moving in the depths of the abyss? You're sinking here. You're asking what is the meaning of light's first conception. The surface is you among brethren, moving across the abyss to find an ocean of your dreams existing. The subconscious mind is cracking at the seams. You're questioning what it means to be conscious here. Or are you merely the coned point of science? You're opening to find yourself across an abyss. With the sailing points to time finds you on different shores. You're asking what the sands of time could mean here. You're still sinking in them. They're merely quicksand. Darker thoughts are still too heavy to bear. There is somehow a pinnacle further on across the sky. You're flipping in a primordial realm in a mirror dimension. You're still asking, what does it mean to be on this mountain which you're peeling? Each layer to you is falling as flesh and pebble stones across this mountain, still moving higher and higher. Skin is no longer existing. It's light and winds of change. They're asking you too many questions. So the pinnacle point finds itself hanging on a crest. You now understand what it means to not have skin. You thought you've been burning for too long, but now you understand what it means to truly breathe. So you walk down this mountain and speak as the prophet Zarathustra, asking questions as ancient melodies to grandfather clocks where DNA codes are lost and forgotten to recreate themselves. The fathers have forgotten their own sins to exist. So you persist. This realm is not a simple one. It's concocted deeper within a cave of the mind. Can't stop questioning. And as you walk down this mountain, your skin has now returned. You're slowly acclimatizing to it. You find yourself lost deeper in the abyss. You now understand what the quicksand meant. The clouds are heavier thoughts, but it's raining. It's supposed to be at peace, but parts of self still remain toxic. The acidic touches itch you. Trying to find what it means for existence without skin. So you go back and sink deeper in the ocean of your dreams. The abyss is still here. You realize the screw is merely a part of the vault door that was toxic self. You drop it in the abyss and it sinks to the depths. And as you move and sail again across this boat of time in your mind, right there again, you're shoreline is a different sand to time. You now remember that quicksand can drown you. You cannot stand in one place too long. You are walking acclimatized to new skin, understanding what it means to breathe again. It's somehow cloudy on the cusp of rain. It's raining, and somehow you are finally at peace. Your shadow is integrated. You now understand what it means to be light. Thank you.
Politics always win. Politics always win. It only takes a spark to start a bushfire, a kind heart to change the whole world. It only takes a smile to make a bad day good. The sins of the father will be passed on from generations and generations of children to come. Udimo, until thine kingdom comes, as we plant a seed with our eyes wide open or shut, the seed will grow into a plant, and as time goes on, only time will tell what kind of plant we will reap from. Thus every man will reap from what they've sown. Every man will weep from what they've sown, be it glorious tears or tears of hurt. As the tax is getting high and employment getting lower, as the looting advances, the feeding fleeting, as the crime is skyrocketing, the confidence in the cabinet drowns deeply. The higher the petrol gets, the more the job cuts. The more the job cuts, the angrier the nation. The angrier the nation, a revolution is born. A revolution is bred. A life cannot be bought. A life cannot be sold. No money can afford the presence of a parent. No money can afford the love and affection of a mother, but politics always win. Politics always win.
Thank you.